Hey everybody, strong bounce in the markets again today. Looks like we're right back at yearly highs. It should be kind of the resistance points here somewhere between 198, 199. Just overall been a strong bounce. You've been seeing some real money and some stocks flying around. We are overbought. We are extended, but we've seen this type of market run for a lot longer than you think sometimes. And so just something to be prepared of. Yes, we're kind of at a resistance zone, but it does seem like in absence of news, this market in a vacuum has been grinding higher, and there's been a ton of stocks flying around. So let's keep a watch list for tomorrow. Free, I got this one I'll watch tomorrow for a $1 roll. This stock is a real piece of crap, so I wouldn't try to hold this for more than a rental. WPS, it bounced today, but it gapped up and then it didn't really do anything. I do think this has got more upside in it, especially with kind of a runaway market. This is a type of play that gets picked up. LITB finally started to peak out of range here. I think this one's going to get to 7 in the next day or two, and then we're going to see if this thing breaks over the 200-day moving average, where we could really start to see some extension on this. RDNT, we're having a flag right here. If we come out of this flag, I think we'll test highs and break out. CHGG testing the trend line over here for a longer term price break. I like the move on this one. JRJC, this one's already hitting $9 after hours. You can see it's breaking out to levels it hasn't been in for some time. To kind of get a gauge of really where we're at. We're kind of at a resistance point that we haven't really been at in a long time. We're going to gap over that. So, the next level would be like maybe $13, but it's long in the tooth. If it's gapping up $2 after hours, we got to watch for it. So, plan on this one will be to reserve some shares short. If it makes a big push out of the gate to 10, we'll watch it for some type of parabolic short. If it opens up really weak and you start to see the rebound coming, it starts to round about, we'll look at this for a long. Mobi's at a key level. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see this one open up strong out of the gate tomorrow. So watch this kind of 850 mark. S-Fun at the sweet spot right here. It's holding that 20-day moving average. The whole Chinese sector has been really rolling. It's pulled back a pretty low volume here, so it looks like it's just a pretty healthy consolidation. GTED getting really long in the tooth over here. I suspect if we get a push tomorrow, it's going to be a good short opportunity. And you know what? If we start to see some weakness or a gap down, I'll look for some type of intraday setup or bear flag to really hammer this thing home. Tor started to bounce off the 20, which means we got potential upside. I'll look for a weak open or something along that end. I think this one goes back and gets to 24. Soda is really, really coiled up here, right under that 50-day moving average. Any break over this area could set this thing off at least about $34, and it'll happen fast. The stock, when it does choose to move, it will move. CSIQ, we took a short in this for a hot second today for a rental. Didn't get the big flush I wanted to. Same type of deal tomorrow. If it opens up strong out of the gates again, we'll look for some type of setup intraday. An opening morning crack, lower high, something along that end, and we'll measure our risk and then try this short again. SPWR, after the earnings gap down, the gap's filled. We're getting to a low risk area here at the 50-day moving average. If we bust right into it at the open tomorrow, look for a potential short on this. WUBA looks like kind of like CMCM. It's making that kind of pre-earnings run like JMEI did. So watch for a breakout of this one and see if this thing makes a multi-day run. It's right there. Sohu's starting to peak out of its base breakout formation. Keep this on watch. Volume, day trades, anything along that way till it hits 65. LVS on watch here for a bear flag in case the market starts to dip. UA is basically, it's already breaking its flag here. So I've been watching this one for a while. It looks like it's just basically, it's not really day tradable. So this might be one of the ones that you've just got to take a swing position in. FSLR starting to peak out here. I think that this one's about to rip the highs. Beta on watch for a parabolic short. We'll see if we get a blast out of the gate. A blast out of the gate come tomorrow at the open. We're really up on air on this bad boy. I didn't take a short in this one today. I had it on watch. I was looking for signs all day, but couldn't see it. That's why aligning on multiple time frames is so important. Just because you have an idea, on your daily chart doesn't mean you can just blindly short it. You really got to align the trade on a smaller term time frame so that you can measure your risk and really time it correctly. Why? We're starting to develop a flag right under highs. I suspect if it tries to break tomorrow, it's not going to be really coiled up enough. Ideally, 2, 3 days, even a little bit longer of either a dip, let your MAs catch up. That'll give it a lot more solid of a base to make a strong breakout to highs, but it's coming, and it looks like it's coming in this bad boy. And then DEC, probably another one that we can't necessarily day trade. And number one, it's a retail stock, and it doesn't. It does tend to have range certain days, but then certain days it just kind of falls away. And retail stocks tend to just trade like crap. But this is another one that if it does break, I could see this one running for quite some time, at least a few days, and break past 100. You have $100 magnet on this thing and make a run to 110 or so. So that's it for now, guys. Strong market, easy to kind of milk some cash. So make sure you come prepared and really make a go at this, as this is the time to really milk the money.